The night was dark and stormy, the kind that sends shivers down your spine. I was driving down a desolate highway, the rain pounding against my windshield like relentless whispers from the heavens. My gas gauge was flirting dangerously close to empty, so when the flickering neon sign of a petrol station emerged from the shadows, relief washed over me like a warm embrace. I pulled into the station, its worn-out concrete and dimly lit canopy giving it a foreboding aura. The rain had turned the place into a watery mirage, the lights dancing in the puddles. I parked next to a rusty pump and killed the engine. The pitter-patter of raindrops was the only sound, a haunting lullaby that echoed in the night. Stepping out of the car, I pulled up my hood and dashed towards the small convenience store attached to the station. The bell above the door jingled as I entered, and an old man behind the counter looked up from his newspaper. His eyes were weary, and wrinkles etched deep lines into his face. "Evening, stranger," he rasped, his voice as weathered as his appearance. "Storm caught you too, huh?" I nodded, the chill of the rain still clinging to my skin. "Yeah, ran low on gas. Do you have a restroom I could use?" "Back there." He pointed a gnarled finger towards a dimly lit hallway. As I made my way down the narrow corridor, a shiver ran down my spine. It wasn't just the cold that got to me. There was something about the place that felt off. The flickering fluorescent lights played tricks on my eyes, casting eerie shadows that seemed to move with a life of their own. I pushed open the restroom door and flicked on the light, feeling a little safer in its sterile glow. Relieved, I stepped up to the sink and splashed water on my face. When I straightened up and looked into the mirror, my heart skipped a beat. Behind me, reflected in the mirror's smudged surface, stood a shadowy figure. My breath caught in my throat as I spun around, but there was nothing there. I laughed nervously, chalking it up to my imagination playing tricks on me. The tension in the air, however, refused to dissipate. I quickly finished up and headed back to the main area of the store. The old man was still behind the counter, now engrossed in a radio broadcast. The voice crackled with urgency, talking about a series of unexplained disappearances in the area. I paid for the gas, trying to ignore the growing unease in my gut. As I stepped back out into the storm, the wind seemed to howl with a mournful cry. The neon lights outside flickered like dying fireflies, casting strange, elongated shadows that danced eerily on the pavement. With the nozzle in the tank, I waited, watching the numbers on the pump climb. That's when I heard it. A faint whisper carried by the wind, words I couldn't quite make out. I turned, my heart racing, and scanned the empty lot. There was no one there, but the sensation of being watched crawled up my spine. A sudden chill gripped the air, causing me to shiver involuntarily. My gaze drifted towards the convenience store, and my blood ran cold. Staring out from behind the window was a pale, ghastly face, eyes hollow and fixed on me. I stumbled back, the gas nozzle slipping from my hand and clattering on the ground. I fumbled for my keys, panic rising within me like a tide. The figure remained motionless, its spectral visage locked onto mine. With trembling hands, I managed to start the car and slammed my foot on the gas pedal. The tires screeched as I peeled out of the station, the figure still staring after me. The rain pounded against the windshield, blurring my vision as I sped down the highway. My heart raced. The image of that ghostly face seared into my mind. Who was that? What did it want? The radio crackled to life, the voice from before now frantic. "Stay away from the old petrol station. It's cursed, haunted by the ghost of a traveler who met a gruesome end there." My blood turned to ice as I realized the truth. I had encountered the restless spirit of someone who had met an unfortunate fate at this very station. The rain-slicked road stretched ahead, and I glanced in the rearview mirror, half expecting to see that face again. But the mirror was empty, revealing only the road disappearing into the night. Yet, the feeling of being watched never truly left me. Even miles away, I couldn't shake the sensation that the ghost still lingered. A specter forever trapped in that forsaken petrol station, waiting for its next unfortunate victim.